So thank you for joining me on my birthday. Helena just made a lovely breakfast. So I had a pancake with a little bit of Nutella, some strawberries and some raspberries. So that was lovely. Opened some fuzzies, and then I've got this new dressing gown. And I'm laughing because it's Rocky. If you watched a vlog a few weeks ago, is this all linked to that, is it?
Yeah.
When we were in the kitchen and I was telling Helena about my playlist for the gym and how it involved Rocky tunes. But then it's actually based on the robe that Rocky wears in the movies, and then on the back it says Italian Stallion.
I was going to get you the same Doctor Who one.
Because I wear it all the time.
Morning! The same Doctor Who one, but then I saw that one, I was like, I have to get that one.
Yeah. I don't think I could part with the Doctor Who one though. I think it's going to be a switch every other day, you know.
You did
switch
say
them
you
over.
guys falling apart.
It is falling apart, but I love it so much. But I really do love this one as well. But I received a message from Helena that says, "Pack your bags and prepare to roam to a land where Big Ben chimes alone, in a city where streets are paved with stone and treasure awaits for the traveller to own." So, I'm guessing we're off to London.
London can!
London is the place to be. To find the treasure, you must be bold and venture to a fortress old, where ravens guard and tales are told. In the Tower of London, a sight to behold. We're going to the Tower of London.
Yeah!
Oh, I've never done it before.
I know that you always wanted to do it.
Oh, that'd be good. We're just passing Plonk, Crazy Golf Bar and Arcade, which we did for Helena's birthday last year.
Hey, that's on a vlog.
And then we went to Beauty and the Beast.
Yes.
So every time we're in London or around this area, I'm always like, I need to go into the Tower of London because it's such a, like, you know, main tourist thing to do.
And I haven't done it in years. I actually came for my dad's birthday. I want to say about 10 years ago. Like, it was a long time ago.
So this is perfect, yeah. Finally, after all the years of living
Quite a
down
cultured
south,
birthday, I thought.
I'm gonna go in the tower. Will they let me out? Here we are, Unit's secret base from Doctor Who. Speaking of which, look at my great new t-shirt. Thanks, Dad.
About murder, give me new.
Ooh.
Execution. Ooh. Torture.
Yay!
Right, who got excited over there? It's way back in the year 1066 when William, Duke of Normandy, better known as William the Conqueror. Good, William the Conqueror. William the Conqueror defeated the Anglo-Saxon King Harold at the Battle of Hastings. Now, William was crowned King William I of England on Christmas Day that same year.
So we're currently on the Yeoman Warder tour, and how fitting, our tour guide is from Newcastle.
Not planned.
He greeted his second wife there, Queen Anne Boleyn, mother of Queen Elizabeth I. Lovingly and tenderly saying to Anne, I shall love you for the rest of your life. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, love is blind, but for her marriage was a real eye-opener. Right, you've got the bell tower, strongest of the 13 on the inner wall, and as such, it's a famous prison. It's been used quite a few times for famous prisoners, I should say. Ambrose Seasons, Sir Thomas More, one-time Lord Chancellor of England, yeah. He was imprisoned in the Slower Chamber after refusing to accept King Henry VIII as the head of the church faith.
Some of the townsfolk in the window.
King Edward I because he required a safer and more useful entrance into the tower. Rather than travel through the narrow and packed streets of London where convoys could be attacked, stores stolen, prisoners set free, he decided to use the River Thames as a highway. So at high tide, boats could pass through this gate and unload their cargo in safety. Therefore, this gate was originally known as, this is for the Americans, the Watergate. It's an old one, I'll leave it there. This tower is named in honour of a former constable of the Tower of London, St Thomas of Becket, Archbishop of Canterbury, who was murdered in Canterbury Cathedral in 1170 on orders from Edward's great-grandfather, King Henry II. Right, as I said, it was known as the Watergate. Why did it become known as Traitor Gate? Well, this occurred during the Tudor period due to the large number of alleged traitors that entered this mighty fortress through those grim gates. And amongst them, no less than 3 Queens of England: Queen Anne Boleyn, Queen Catherine Howard, and Lady Jane Grey, our tragic and innocent uncrowned queen of only 9 days. We have something quite unique and special on our village green. We have our very own private execution site. Give me an arm. Now, there's only several people executed here. There's not many people executed here in the Tower of London, but 3 of them were Queens of England. Yeah, more about them later. Before I tell you about them, let's have a look at some of the buildings that surround our village green. Further to the right, we've got an L-shaped building there. That's the King's House. It's the King's House because it's the King's house. There we are. Jesus. Yeah, that was built in about 1540. Yeah, it's now the home of the Constable of the Tower of London. He's the King's senior representative here.
So we just finished our tour with Darren Hardy.
He was so good.
He was so good.
He was really funny.
He'd been in the army, so he got to serve 22 years.
22 years.
In order to be awarded. And he played the flute. He was a musician.
He's just over there getting some pictures.
And this is where the crown jewels are. So we think we're going to join the queue for this. You won't be able to film when you're inside, but then when we get back outside, there's still lots of places to explore and to actually go in and read a bit more about the history. So this is the main tower. This is what everything else was built around. And this is where kings and queens lived for 500 years. So I'm just going to go to the loo, but I noticed these sculptures of animals, and I'm guessing this is because animals were housed within the Tower of London before London Zoo was opened, and then they were eventually moved over to that. So we just saw the crown jewels. We waited about half an hour to go in, I think.
And
Which wasn't too bad.
I'm pleased because I wasn't sure if they'd be back in time because the coronation was literally 2 days ago.
They were literally just on the TV. That's what was so surreal about it, I think, is that they were literally on the TV a few days ago and then you see them in person.
It's like orb.
Oh, the orb was huge compared to what I thought it was.
And the actual crown as well.
Yeah.
It is crazy to see them in real life.
And now we're going to go in the White Tower, which is, so this is the, as I was saying earlier, this is like the main tower, the one that everything else has been built around.
Yeah.
So I was really surprised to learn that the yeoman wardens, they live here with their families.
30 something.
35, only 35 of them.
Doesn't it like enough?
Oh, it goes all the way around though, doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, there's probably some hidden that we haven't seen.
There's a cafe over there. I think we're going to go into that very soon.
Tower.
But yeah, we're going to do White Tower, 204 steps in total inside. No food or drink.
You've hit 10,000 already, haven't you?
Oh yeah, I hit my 10,000.
That looks like you can walk around the
Oh yeah.
as well. Probably get some good views.
The Roman city wall. The Romans established a town called Londinium here after they invaded Britain in AD 43. The lines in the ground trace the Roman wall. It's so weird, like you see the difference in the architecture.
I know, from like the old
to the new. Can you master the cavalry sword? Hold the reins. Off you go. It's not moving. Right, what's this one?
Hold the bow with your left hand. Oh no. Oh, come on. We got to build a tower. We like this
Hill,
bit.
obviously.
Interactive.
No. Yeah, but we want the hill.
You going for the hill, right?
Yeah.
I'd say stone. Resist floods and fires, but it's
Expensive,
expensive.
Well,
thick wall.
Obviously.
Cheaper, easier to
High.
build. Gives less protection, it said.
Oh,
Oh, it's a slower build that though.
test it. Are you ready?
Yeah, go on.
Oh no, this is bad. Hey, still standing. Boom.
You've survived.
4
4 out of 4. There you go. That's your next business.
Thank you.
So we're finished in the White Tower. That was all about like the armory and the weapons, wasn't it?
Yeah, I liked it. I liked the interactive bit at the end.
And they had
I liked
they had
all
the
big
line
models, yeah, of the kings.
Line of Kings exhibit as well.
Yeah.
Down the stairs.
Lots of stairs. Are you ready for a cup of tea?
Oh yeah.
I am.
In the basement, which used to be a dungeon, but now is the gift shop.
We learnt that on our human.
Yeah. I was wrong. This is the storehouse. Model of the Tower of London. Ah, now we're in the gift shop. Because we're 6.
We're 6. Oh, we're 6. It's quite expensive. It's £65. But yeah, you can have Henry and all his wives.
I'm moving over here. The horrible history books, they were some of my favourites when I was growing up.
This is really sweet.
And actually, the tour that we did with the Yeoman Warden, it was a bit like horrible
It was
history,
a bit,
wasn't it?
yeah.
Oh, children's
Sweet.
book about Queen
Yeah,
Elizabeth.
about Queen. But yeah, I love horrible histories.
Whiskey butter fudge. Ho 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 ho.
I'm hungry now.
I am.
I think I need a snack.
Lemon bonbons.
Let's get a snack. Come on.
Ooh, orange jelly carrots.
Clotted cream. Fudge. That's cute.
Biscuits. Oh, you got a Charles III chocolate coin.
And a Charles III mug.
Tea towel.
Oh, your King Charles merch.
So this is the New Armories Cafe, which is
Royal food.
armed with food.
So we have sat down for a little bit of lunch.
Yes.
I have an innocent bubbles, a tuna baguette. Martyn has a latte, and what is that?
Cheese and onion.
Cheese and onion. Also, I picked up this, a little coronation cupcake.
They had quite a selection.
It was cute. And then Martyn got some crisps as well. It's really nice in here. We're just sat in the corner by a ye olde fireplace.
Yeah, it must have been a stone wall.
But here's a little scan. So yeah, lots of places to sit. And we're just going to rest our legs. You enjoying your day?
Very much.
Alright, so we've still got battlements, the ravens, medieval palace, royal beasts, torture at the tower, imprisonment at the tower, bloody tower. Left to do.
A lot. So we're just going to get a few more steps in by doing the battlements. Here we go. That's a good view of the bridge.
Alright, we're up here at the battlements. We're about to go in the Salt Tower, which I just read about a person called John Gerard, a Jesuit priest who was held captive in the Salt Tower. So I wonder if we'll learn more about the story there. He later escaped, had only straw to sleep on, and was held up by shackles. It told us about some other prisoners, but it didn't tell us about the one that I mentioned. Broad Arrow Tower. So inside here, we'd be part of a team of 35 soldiers guarding the tower for the king. So yeah, yeah, this looks like a village back here, doesn't it? So this must be where most of like the wardens and people live. Look out for attackers. Enemy arrows could hit you. Oh yeah, look, here they are. We've got an archer. So this is Martyn Tower. This is the Yeoman Warders at the Tower exhibition, and it's got a no camera logo, so I'm going to put you away. I was really interested. It's like a little village that they live in here, and they've got their own pub.
Their own pub. They used to have their own school, but they don't have it anymore.
And the pub's called the Keys, and it was Wellington who decided that the wardens were actually giving the Tower of London a bad name due to their reputation. So then he was the one that decided that they then had to be ex-servicemen with like good conduct. So we just went through the bit about the animals when they were here at the Tower of London, where basically they didn't really know how to care for them. Unfortunately, they were given as gifts.
Yeah.
And it was sort of like a form of entertainment to come around and look at the animals, but unfortunately, like, the animals got out and attacked a lot of people. So then the Duke of Wellington,
They still kept them for a while.
Duke of Wellington then decided that they had to go. Just came outside and there was trumpets sounding.
Sounds like it was coming from
Oh, there.
there.
So we got the chapel on the left-hand side. It's actually closed all of today. You can hear there's a choir rehearsing. But many of the tower's former residents and some of the executed prisoners, such as Anne Boleyn, are buried in the chapel.
You can hear them quite clearly now.
Yeah, they sound good. So dotted around, there's these different thrones or benches, and these have been designed by children and young people from across the UK for the coronation, and I think this one suits us best.
The creative one.
Value creativity. So we just did imprisonment in the tower, and that was fascinating. Whoa, look at the size of that.
You hear the noise coming from it.
One of the ravens. But inside that exhibit, they had loads of graffiti from prisoners who'd been held there. It's really fascinating. And then this building here, I think this is the residence of the constable, but also in the past prisoners were held in this building. We're going to learn more about the two princes and Sir Walter Raleigh in the Bloody Tower. Right, I think this is the last one. Torture at the Tower, and then Medieval Palace.
Have a look.
Oh no, this takes us down to the bottom, and then we got to find them.
Oh, is it this way?
Yeah, it's this way, yeah. That's interesting, yeah. The story of the princes and whether they were actually murdered by Richard III. What happened to them? Right, so we're back at Traitor's Gate. This is where we were for the tour earlier. Now, which way is the next one?
Up there?
Is it this way? There's something up there. Yeah, people are going up there. Should we go that way? That's the way out, so maybe we should go, yeah, maybe we should go this way first. Torture at the Tower is well hidden. We have to come back on ourselves.
Yeah, it is. It's here. You wouldn't find that, would you?
Oh, it was a little bit gruesome reading about some of them, so that's why I didn't show them on camera. Oh, we got is it a polar bear? Welcome to the medieval palace. Parts of the tower built by Edward I and his father, Henry III. What a view! What a beauty!
Sun's come out again.
I know, it's turned into a really nice day.
Uber boat. I've never been on an Uber boat.
No.
Ah, my legs though. That was a lot of walking, but it was good. There was a lot more to see than I thought there was.
I found it fascinating. I didn't
Yeah.
realise there was going to be so many exhibits.
Yeah.
You thought we'd only be here like...
I thought we'd be here like 3 hours max. So there was like an in-between part to the day, which I've already told Martyn about.
Yeah.
But we were going to go on a little bit of a pub crawl because there's some like old pubs nearby, I think near Blackfriars, and I found an old pub tour guide. But we're going to do that another day because we don't have time before we go out for food later. But yeah, no, it's been really good.
Aha! We have located the Keys. That's the private pub.
So 33 beefeaters and their families, their own pub.
Well, I thought it was 35.
Oh, was it 35?
It was Wellington who took it from 100 beefeaters to 33.
Okay.
But I think our guide earlier said there was 35 now.
Ah,
Oh, we've got a Paddington section. So there's that version, and then there's the new animation version. Ah, and then the Paddington books.
ah, that was us today.
I should have worn my red hat. We're in the Raven shop, which has got a cafe as well. Different cafe than the one we went into. Got some t-shirts. Tower of London. Alright, we are leaving the tower. So we've just come inside Covent Garden and we're at Punch and Judy. And I got myself a, well actually no, Helena treated me to a Coronation Ale.
Just to carry on with the theme of the day.
And then an appetizer. This one says, to continue on this journey with zest, our favourite restaurant is the next step in this quest. It's a it's a place where the food is always fresh and the atmosphere is cosy, warm and plush. Look for the sign with a simple name, so bright, and head inside for a feast that's pure delight. I just glanced at the menu and it says that Punch and Judy was built in 1787.
It also has, so this is the lower sort of balcony, but it has an upper balcony and then you can watch all the street acts.
Yeah. Of course, named after the puppet shows performed for the children of the flower sellers. Aha, here is bills.
What?
2 courses $15.95, 3 courses $18.95.
You want 3 courses?
So we've both copied each other. We've gone for the chicken and sesame dumplings. So I've gone for the Bill's burger with fries.
I've gone for the minute steak and fries.
And for dessert, I've gone for Eton Mess. And Helena has gone for mini donuts. That were lovely, that were, but now it's raining.
I know. Although, to be fair, we have done very well today.
I know, we thought it was going to rain like from the off.
So now we are off to the next instalment.
To add to the adventure and thrill, a show at the Arts Theatre is the next bill. The Choir of Man is the show tonight with harmonies and rhythms that will take flight. Oh no!
Have you heard of
I have
it?
no idea what it is.
I know, I didn't think you'd know what it is.
But I'm excited.
Let's go.
What is it?
You'll see.
So we're back. I just thought I would end this vlog here. Thank you so much for all the birthday wishes. Helena made it such a special day. I loved everything that we did. Choir of Man, so talented. The feel of it was that you were in this pub and everyone was welcome and then just had a good time. And they all had amazing voices and could play like loads of different instruments. It was great. So yeah, thank you so much for watching and we'll see you next time. Toodle Pipski.